Hi everyone, I'm Lisa from Down to Earth Gardening and Design. Welcome to our video today. Today we're answering a big winter gardening question, and it is, can you plant your spring flowering bulbs in December? So I live in Zone 6B, I live in Connecticut, and winters can really vary here. It's a beautiful day today, it's almost 50 degrees, but a week and a half ago we had a few inches of snow on the ground. And I can show you a clip where I'm actually out creating some snowmen, we're sledding, we're making snow angels. So quick clip of that because we did actually have snow and we were a little worried about our bulbs. And some of you at home may come up against this because as gardeners, we have very busy lives. There's always a lot to do in the landscape, and sometimes you get a little behind. So I want to answer your question first, and the answer to it is yes, but I have some conditions and some tips. And then I want to actually show you how I planted these beds here. We did some tulips and daffodils. We've been working on it for the last couple of days. So I'm going to show you how, and at the end of the video, I'm going to give you a big hot tip on this topic. So I'm here with my two raised beds, and I love doing my cutting flowers in here. So you may have seen some videos where in the spring I like to switch it up and plant some different tulips for some bouquets and daffodils, and then I switch them up, I pull them out and I put dahlias in here, so that carries me through the summer with my cut flowers. But this year I made my spring flowering bulb early, quite early. It was back in September, and then the bulbs didn't show up until the end of November, and of course I was away on vacation. So if you have bulbs around, yes, you should absolutely try to get them into the ground if you can. Don't waste them. So you can still plant them, and the trick is that the ground cannot be frozen. So with that said, we did have our snow, temperatures really dropped, but here we are the last couple days and it's been up to almost 50 degrees, so the ground's pretty soft. So check the ground, put your shovel in. Sometimes you'll find that there is just a light crust on the top where it is frozen, and so it is still workable underneath, which is actually what we found here when we first started planting, and then it warmed up over a two-day period, and then the second day it was so easy to dig down for our bulbs. So that is number one. Number two is you have to make sure that you can plant them, at least bury them with 2 to 3 inches of nice soil. So remember, when you're planting your bulbs, you want to plant them at a depth that is at least twice of the height of your bulb. So at minimum, you're going to want to cover them with at least 2 to 3 inches of soil. So your soil does have to be a bit workable. So let's get down to it and let's show you how we planted these beds here. Okay, so now that we're at the end of the video, I do want to follow up with that hot tip for you on planting your spring flowering bulbs in December. So if you're having a tough time digging in your garden, so right into the ground, use your raised beds or even some containers, because containers are essentially raised beds. I can't say enough about my raised beds, and you're probably going to see some more videos on them in the future. But the advantage, or one of the advantages to them, is that the soil will heat up sooner and stay warm longer. So they really do extend your growing season. So the raised beds will be workable a little bit longer into the year, and depending on the kind of winter we have, right into the winter. So also great, not just for your spring bulbs, but of course your veggies. So if all else fails with your bulbs, try your raised beds. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate all of you watching at home, and happy holidays. They're coming quick, and I hope you're enjoying your family and your health, and thank you again for all your support with our channel.